the locations that were going to boom over the next cycle. From Brisbane, because I think Brisbane is in a really good position right now. It's in what's called a stagnation period. So that stagnation period is basically when the market does nothing. And some people might disagree with me, some people might agree. Suburbs are different within each capital city. So I'm just going to talk about holistically. So holistically, what I see in Brisbane is that most of it is in stagnation. So that means prices basically have stopped. Some parts are going down, some parts are going up, but generally, it's basically doing nothing. What that means in terms of real property prices is that property prices are actually going backwards, because by the time you take into account our 5% inflation at the moment, unless your property is doing at least 5%, the real growth is zero. So your property has to do 5% to keep up with inflation. So 5% growth, that is. So Brisbane, from various suburbs that I looked at and the suburbs that I'm currently invested into and looking at investing into, they seem to be pretty stabilized. They're not really doing much. Some are going backwards a little bit. Other ones are trading up slowly. So that means that this market cycle that we're in at the moment, it's going to last for a period of time. Generally, that stagnation period is anything from 2 to 5 years. That's pretty typical. If you have a look at my live event, again, I talk about our boom bust cycles and what time frame each of those normally lasts for. So stagnation is normally 2 to 5 years. I believe this time around the country, stagnation period, so that period of no growth, will be quick, only because we just had a massive growth. It was really quick. It got cut too short in my view. And now we're going to go through a quick little downturn, and then we're going to go through an up for various different areas. But not every area is following that trend. There are some that are bucking the trend, but that's Brisbane. And I reckon that Brisbane, by the back end of 2024, will probably start to see some growth overall. But I am starting to see some areas come out of stagnation in Brisbane. So in other words, they've already gone through their 2 years of doing nothing, and now they're coming out of that 2 years into growth. And that growth phase normally lasts for 2 to 3 years. It can, again, be cut short, or it can go a bit longer. And I think just because of the lag with building and the lag with high interest rates, I actually think it's probably going to go longer. We're probably going to see a good 3, maybe 4 year boom cycle in Brisbane once that kicks off. And I think that'll kick off really in 2024 properly, maybe towards the back end, maybe mid to late 2024.